Ever been bored or can't think of what to draw? Well, I have the perfect ideas for you. Today we're going to be drawing Ghibli-inspired sketchbook ideas. I'll be giving you 5 ideas for your sketchbook. First things first, we need to open up my brand new sketchbook. The first idea is to draw your favorite character fan art. So my favorite character is Haru from The Cat Returns, and so I decided to draw her. I started off with a head and started to sketch the face. I thought it would be interesting to draw her in my art style because her character design is pretty plain and a little boring, more like a normal everyday schoolgirl. So I tried my best to make it a little more interesting than normal, and I just also decided to draw her in her cat form. So after I did the line art, I started to color her, and this was pretty fun because I just got to relax and unwind and enjoy the coloring process. So yeah, I loved the sketch and line art, so I was feeling a bit confident, and this drawing turned out to be really good, except when I kind of messed it up at the end, which you'll see later on. Then I colored the bow in this dusty rose color, and it was beautiful. I try to include as many different themes as possible because I know some people prefer not to draw humans or would rather draw doodles or food or animals. That's kind of a hint for what the other ideas are going to be. By the way, I just wanted to make it clear that this is by no means my original character and is just fan art to show my love for how much I love this movie. After that, I went in with some gel pen and color pencils to pop it, and that really helped. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a grand reveal at the end to show all the drawings, but the second idea is called Suit Sprite Home. Now this is something you might think is kind of weird, but I'm going to be drawing a corner of a room and drawing these little blobs that are kind of round, kind of like marbles, I guess, kind of bunched together in the ceiling. And I hope that this idea is also very creative. So I drew these other little dots as if because you need to add some little spreading around things. Yeah, so after I went in with my black marker thingy and colored in all the circles, and you will see very soon what this is. If you've watched Totoro or Spirited Away, you know exactly what a suit sprite is. So you'll be drawing these little lines around the character wherever there's room, and go ahead and do that to all the things. So next you go in with your white gel pen and you can color these little white circles that mark out what the eyes are going to be. They don't have to be perfect, and try to get as many as you can, but you can still leave some black. Next, we will draw the wood, or if you want, you can go in and draw your bedroom, your living room, or anything, but I decided to just go with a plain wooden wall, and I just used some different color shades of brown to go in and draw the wood. Next, I just used a little darker shade to add a little bit of shadow, and after that I went in with a color pencil and added a little more depth. So to make it look more like wood, I just kind of made these little cracks and crevices in the wall to kind of show that this is an old, imperfect house, which is exactly what makes it special. Alright, so after that, I used a color pencil a little more to add more depth and make it look a little more 3D. Then I just added a bit more shadow and marked these little lines on the wood to kind of give it that texture the wood has. Also, this is very off topic, but I just wanted to show you guys this beautiful lily pad trinket dish that my brother made me with a 3D printer, and this is just gorgeous. So I decided to include it in all my videos. And the third idea is called Ghibli meals. So there's a lot of very delicious looking Ghibli meals that I would love to try, such as bacon and eggs, Max from Howl's Moving Castle, Satsuki's Bento. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but yeah. But the dish that I would most like to try is the ham ramen from Ponyo. Now, this is also really cute in the movie, so I just wanted to also kind of incorporate that little animated look, the cute look to it. So obviously I had to draw chopsticks because, yeah, that's what they use in the movie. And I kind of made like a waterfall of ramen floating down into the bowl, kind of like you're picking it up. And then I decided to draw the ham, which is almost like the most important part of the Ponyo ham ramen. So anyways, the ham was pretty fun to draw, which is pretty surprising because I have never drawn fruit before. And I kind of think that this is my favorite drawing that came out in the end. I don't know why, but I think I want to draw food more, not just desserts, but like other foods. So yeah, you guys can count on seeing that in the future. I'm gonna do my best. Next, I drew that little egg in the corner and some green onions. Anyways, I actually did this drawing at 5 a.m. in the morning, and no, it's not because I stayed up late drawing this. I actually went to sleep because I had to go to bed after I drew the suit sprite home, and then I woke up at 5 a.m. the very next morning and decided that I would make this video, the rest of this video. So yeah, I hope that you guys like this video because I put a lot of time and energy into it. So I did the line art, and this was very fun because it was really relaxing, almost like a coloring book, even though it was just line art. And I don't know why, because I don't really like line art usually. It was just really soothing and kind of like helped me to calm down a bit in the morning, which is pretty unusual because I'm pretty usually active the whole day. But yeah, it was really relaxing and I loved it. Then came my favorite part of the process of making this ramen was the coloring, and I went in with this orangey color for like the deep shades of the ramen, like the soup part, and I also used it to add some more shading to the noodles. After that, I drew the ham, which was really surprisingly fun to draw because I don't know, there's just something so fun about drawing ham. Sorry this footage was so blurry. My camera kind of got out of focus. But anyways, back to the drawing. I have these Ohuhu markers that are amazing, but they're kind of drying out, so I need to get a new set. The fourth idea is called Creative Construction, and this idea was one that I struggled a lot on thinking on, so that's why there's like a drawing. But anyways, this one is a bit more creative, as you could say. So you could draw a very adorable Studio Ghibli character, and if you haven't already guessed who this is by the shape, I will just tell you because this is Califor, my favorite creature. So after that, you're going to draw these wiggles. I kind of added these little sharp thingies at the end because Califor is a flame, but you can do stripes or like straight lines or just wavy lines. It doesn't matter, just do it anyway, but as long as you leave lines like space in the middle to draw other things, because that is where the fun comes in. So since I lightly sketched it out, I went in with this orange marker and I just colored in like some color parts. After that, I used different markers to draw the rest of Califor, like this reddish pink that I went in with, that I had to go over with orange because I don't have a solid red color. And then I had to go over the eyes and trace it again because obviously there I did not leave any white there, so yeah. But Califor still turned out pretty cute. You guys, by the way, there are some other creature ideas I would like to suggest, such as maybe Totoro or No Face, or there's a lot of cute characters. Could even do Zoot Sprite. Okay, so I use these colors and kind of colored in all the waves as different shades. And then I went in with my brush pen, I think it's a B, and I just outlined those wavy lines. And make sure to use a thick marker. I mean, you don't have to, but I think thick marker is what makes the process even more satisfying. After that, I used a very small liner and added a bunch of random patterns. And this part was so fun because I just got to kind of like go on autopilot mode and just color to my heart's content. Well, not color, doodle, I guess. So this one is like a mermaid scale kind of looking one, and the other one was like a zigzag pattern. This one is like this brick pattern that I thought was a little plain, but it still turned out pretty cute. Right, this one is this sort of like wavy line, these wavy lines, and then I made like this checkered look. This other one I saw as a reference on Google, and it looked really interesting. Kind of looked like it was moving if I looked from far away. So yeah. Anyways, I used another thick black marker to add more shading, and you guys can use other colors too if you would like to, because do not limit yourself. The only limit is your imagination, as a famous person once said, whom I forgot. If you guys know who said it, please comment below because I completely forgot. I mean, I could Google it, but it'd be more fun if you guys told me. So anyways, the last idea is to draw an animal as a human, and you can do a normal animal if you want. This is just a suggestion, but since this is a Ghibli inspired sketchbook idea video, I decided to draw my favorite animal, Baron von blah 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 blah. I forgot his last name, but he is my favorite animal from my favorite movie. So I decided to draw him as a human. Now, Baron is one of the best characters in my opinion. Him and Haru, because obviously he's just like a gentleman, and Haru is kind of the opposite, I guess. Oh yeah, and also they're from the same movie, so that makes it even more perfect. So I went in coloring, and this was one I kind of just wanted to enjoy to myself, so I left it. Anyways, the final results. Are you ready to see it? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Here is Haru, who kind of got these smudges, but aside from that, she is gorgeous. The second idea was to draw the suit sprites, and the third one was to draw Ghibli inspired food, which I drew Panyo's ramen, and last one was the creativity. This one was Baron, which turned out to be very good, but kind of like a little bit simple, I guess. I think I could have spent more time on it, but yeah, I love these ideas so much myself, and which is why I'm recommending them to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, stay tuned for my next video. And also, it's thanks to y'all that I even came up with these amazing ideas, because if you hadn't voted on my poll, then this wouldn't even have happened. So to those who voted on my poll, thank you so much, and with that, I will be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye!